Welcome back to my new series, How to Ace Your Next Interview. This is part 3. Part 1, we went over how to answer the question, tell me about yourself. Part 2, we went over how to answer the question, what are your salary expectations? In this part, we are going to be talking about how to answer the question, tell me how your skills and experience make you a great fit for this role. So this question can come in many different forms, but the answers are all going to be very similar. You need to convince the recruiter or the hiring manager or whoever is interviewing you that you are the best person for the job because you are the one that's going to solve their problems. So how do you know what their problems are? We're going to look at the job description. The job description I think of as a cheat sheet. I think of it as the answers to the test that you are about to take. If the interview is the test, the job description is the answers are hidden in there. And your resume is going to help you link how you can fix their problems. So what I want you to do is scour the job description for like a good hour before an interview. Could be the day before, it could be a couple days before. Try not to do it the hour before. We want you to prepare. So you're going to be looking at the job description. Now, let me show you how to interpret some things. You're going to be reading some bullet points. The candidate must be able to do this. The candidate must be able to help with this. Whatever those things are, think of what troubles they could be having with those. The candidate must be able to help us launch a new product. I've launched a product before. What issues did I see? Well, regulatory was an issue, or documentation was really complicated, or the project manager really dropped the ball. Like organization and communication are really key. Whatever your experience is with the bullet point on the job description, have a story in your back pocket that you can just whip out and tell in the interview. What this is going to do, the recruiter is going to be thinking, oh, they've already done this thing that we're doing. They can help us avoid pitfalls that they've seen in the past. So tell them about some of them. Well, I make a great candidate for this role because, this is an example of how to answer the question, I'm a great candidate because I've done X, Y, and Z in the past, and I see from the job description you guys that's a requirement for this job, so I assume that you're either launching a new product or you're thinking about it. Here's what I've learned in my previous roles when I have launched a product. I learned this, and this are important, and not to do this, and I definitely learned a lot. So I definitely think that I could help you in whatever you guys are about to launch. So see how you didn't make it about yourself? You made it about how your past can be the key to their lock. It can be the solution to the challenges they're facing. Now, you don't always know what challenges they're facing, but the job description can give you a pretty good idea. And you can also leverage AI here. You can put the job description into ChatGPT and you can say, I'm going to give you a job description. I want you to tell me what sorts of challenges a company might be facing so that they would be putting these things in the job description. Next, I'm going to give you my resume. I want you to help me come up with stories or things from my past experience that are solutions to the problems the company might be having. If you are not leveraging AI in your job search process, whether with resumes or with interviewing or negotiating an offer, whatever it is, I really want you to feel like it is your friend, it is your assistant that you can use often for free. If you ever need help coming up with a prompt, or if you want to know something but you're not how to ask, comment on this video. I'll see if I can help you come up with a prompt. But usually, and I'll go on a tangent here, we'll talk a little bit about AI. Usually what I like to start my prompts with is I like to give ChatGPT a role. You are a career coach, and then ask it questions. You are a marketing expert, and then ask it about doing a Facebook ad. You are a teacher. What lesson plan would you recommend for a 5-year-old? So tell it what its role is. That way it can reference relevant data and answer your question with specific information, not just that general fluff, the robotic stuff that ChatGPT gives sometimes. So give it a role, tell it what its task is. Your task is to write me a newsletter for whatever. Make sure you don't include hashtags. Give it notes also. Also, if you provided examples, here's an example of what I'm talking about. ChatGPT loves examples. So that's it for this part. We just talked about how to leverage AI and how to answer the question, tell me how your skills and experience make you a good fit for this role. This is the 3rd part in a series, How to Ace Your Next Interview. Make sure you stick around for the 4th part. I'm going to go film it right now.